In this video, we are going to be doing my top 10 favorite presidents in American history. Disclaimer, this is just my opinion. You guys may have different opinions, but let's get on to the video. Number 10, Barack Obama. He served as the first African American president in American history as the 44th president from 2009 to 2017. He took responsibility for anything he did as he came in as a big historical president for the first black African American president in American history. Number 9, John F. Kennedy. Kennedy was only assassinated 2 years into his presidency, so it's hard to know if he could, but during the presidency, there was a law signed into the bill just 3 years after John Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. In 1963, just 2 years into his first term. But he served as the youngest president to ever win an election. He was only 43 when he won the election of 1961. Number 8, John F. Kennedy's vice president, Lyndon B. Johnson, took over for him and served a full term of his own afterwards in 1969. Lyndon B. Johnson used gun control. He studied up public broadcasting and Medicare and Medicaid throughout the presidency. He was a heavy smoker, but he declined to run for president in the election in 1968 due to health problems. He only died 2 years after the next election, after the next inauguration. Number 7, James K. Polk. James Polk served from 1845 to 1849. He only served one term and died of cholera 3 months after he left office, but he promised that he would only serve one term during his inauguration. He kept the promise as he came in as the 11th president, serving after when the short, crazy stuff had been going on with the presidency. We had William Henry Harrison died just 4 years earlier, but after he was inaugurated, we had a good president, which was the first time in almost 60 years that a president made it into the top 10, for my opinion. Harry Truman. He served from 1945 to 1953. Sorry, I wrote 1949. Oh, sorry. But anyways, during World War II, on August 9th and August 6th, he bombed Japan during World War II, saving American lives throughout the country. Number 6, despite being a heavy smoker, Dwight D. Eisenhower served 2 full terms before Kennedy was killed. He once smoked 4 packs a day throughout the presidency. He had many heart attacks while in office, just like Lyndon B. Johnson had one in office. He had cardiac arrest throughout the presidency. He served after Truman in 1961. He left office at the age of 70. He worked a lot with President Kennedy before he was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. Number 4, Theodore Roosevelt. He served from 1901 to 1909, serving out the remaining 3.5 years after McKinley was assassinated in Buffalo, New York. Only 6 months into his second term. But when he was running for a third term, in 1912, he was shot in the chest and surprisingly gave a 84-minute speech anyways, which blew my mind. Number 3, Theodore Roosevelt's 5th cousin, Franklin D. Roosevelt, served from 1933 to 1945, died in only 4 months into his 4th term, but he served 12 years until his death, as he put a big effect through the country in his first 100 days after going in office, winning 4 elections in a row, which blew my mind that you could win 4 elections. I did not know that it was possible to win 4 elections. But number 2, first President George Washington, served from 1789 to 1797. Served as the first president, beating John Adams twice in a row. He was in the American Revolution in the 1700s as he went in through the country. There's a lot more things I could say, but there's so much that it's hard to say them all. But now, number 1, Abraham Lincoln. He served from 1861 to April of 1865 before being assassinated only a month into his 2nd term, and only 5 days after the Confederacy General Lee surrendered with Ulysses S. Grant on April 9th, 1865. 5 days after he was assassinated on April 14, 1865 at Fort Theodore. He won the Civil War with a crazy victory throughout the country. He believed in a lot of good stuff, and in 1840 he got the nickname Honest Abe, as he blew, and a lot of people, including me, consider him the greatest president in American history. That is it for all the top 10 favorite presidents. Thank you guys so much